This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. As the landscape of college football continues to evolve, a number of top-tier programs are now hiring general managers, including Purdue University. Brandon Lee, who was named Purdue's GM this month, says the position takes a lot of growing responsibilities off the plates of head coaches.
There's a lot of moving parts in college athletics. There's, the NIL side of it. There's the rev share that's coming up. And then there's the transfer portal, and there's recruiting and scouting. Mentioned all of that, and I haven't even mentioned coaching.
Lee also has an existing relationship with Purdue's new head football coach, Barry Odom. Lee played for Odom at Missouri. Fort Wayne International Airport said Wednesday it saw a record number of passengers traveling through the airport in 2024. A total of 856,803 passengers flew in and out of the airport last year, a 7.6% increase over the previous record set in 2023. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum is in the home stretch of its $64 million overhaul, with plans to reopen to the public April 2nd. The museum has been closed since November 2023 for a complete remodel of its interior, which will modernize the 100,000 square foot structure and offer a new mezzanine level, multiple exhibit spaces, and an educational area. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
Governor Mike Braun signed 9 executive orders Wednesday that he said will provide clarity on healthcare pricing and will work toward his campaign promise of reducing Hoosiers' medical bills. IIB's Mark Mazurek has more.
The orders largely direct state agencies to audit current programs and coverage as a means to find savings. He will also require information to be made publicly accessible for the, quote, atrophied consumer. Braun said Wednesday his administration would, quote, use the carrot as opposed to the stick, meaning they will incentivize rather than penalize to achieve lower prices. Healthcare transparency has been a focus of some state legislators this year. Wednesday's executive orders broadly mirror some of the details in House Bill 1003, authored by Public Health Committee Chair Representative Brad Barrett of Richmond. That bill seeks to install measures to increase price transparency and the amount of information Hoosiers have about their treatment. One of Wednesday's orders requires an evaluation of nonprofit hospitals' charity care, specifically the value of this care compared to the hospital's tax savings. The goal, according to Braun, is to make sure those hospitals, quote, fulfill their commitments to public service, end quote. Last week, House Republicans filed a bill threatening to strip those hospitals of their state tax status if they were found to be overcharging patients. House Bill 1004 would require nonprofit hospitals to submit annual reports to the state comparing their billed services to the Medicare reimbursement rate for those same services. Under the bill, if the charges exceed 200% of that reimbursement rate, the hospital could be forced to forfeit its Indiana nonprofit status. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Indiana State Board of Animal Health said Wednesday that another case of highly pathogenic avian influenza has been detected at a commercial egg-laying operation in Allen County. Additionally, the Indiana Department of Natural Resources announced the virus has been confirmed as the cause of death of waterfowl in Gibson County and suspected in more cases in 11 other counties. In the Allen County case, the name of the commercial egg production facility was not disclosed. The Board of Animal Health said the operation has just over 26,000 birds, all of which are under quarantine. State and federal officials are conducting additional testing around the affected flocks. Indianapolis Capital Improvement Board Executive Director Andy Mallon is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.